Hello everyone, this is Hail of Carthage, and today I'm going to bring you another Medieval 2 Total War online multiplayer battle. I decided this is the second battle I played online for Medieval 2 Total War, and I decided to bring England again, and I think I basically brought the exact same army I brought the first battle I played, and if you guys have seen that video, um, then you'll know the kind of army I have. But the reason why I brought the same exact army again is just because I wanted to see how it would match up against a more normal army that had infantry and archers, and rather than just all cavalry. And so I chose to bring the same army again, like I said, just to see how it would work against an actual normal army. But in any case, for those of you who don't know what I brought last time, I'm going to go over my army, and then I'm going to go over my opponent's army, who chose to come as Russia. So, up in front of here, I have 4 units of these retinue longbowmen, and 1 unit of, let's see, where are they? Here they are, yeoman archers. And then for my infantry line, I have 4 units of these dismounted feudal knights, and then 4 units of these armored swordsmen. And then behind them, in support, I brought 2 units of dismounted English knights. And then for my cav, I brought 4 units of Knights Hospitaller and 1 General's Bodyguard, where my general is right there. Okay, so my opponent, like I said, he came as Russia, and this is, like I said, the second battle I played, so a new faction that I was facing, and so I wasn't really sure what to expect, but it ended up being a really fun battle. Russia's actually has a lot of cool looking units in my opinion. Anyways, up in front here, my opponent brought 2 units of Cossack Musketeers, and then he also brought, I believe, 5 units of these dismounted Devor. And these guys are actually a pretty cool unit because they're a missile. They're definitely an archer unit, but they obviously have a little more armor on than some archer units do, and so they have a higher defense stat than a lot of archers. And also, what's nice about them is, you wouldn't want to use them as like your main infantry force, but they're decent enough in melee that they can be used, at least from what I've seen, they can be used, in that moment where you might just need a little bit of a fresher unit to just give that little bit of a push to get your men just a little boost that they need to defeat the enemy and rout them. And so these guys are just good enough in melee that they can provide that little extra push that you need, or just that a few extra men just to hold the line. So these guys can actually be a pretty decent unit actually overall. Though like I said, you wouldn't want to use them as your main infantry force. But like I said, I believe he brought I don't know if he brought 5 or 6 actually. Let me see. Yeah, he brought 5 of them. It just all of a sudden looked like he brought more. In any case, alright, his infantry, he brought let's see, 6 units of these dismounted boyar sons, and they have axes, and that's pretty brutal. You don't see too many. I don't think I've seen too many infantry units that use shields and axes, so that's kind of cool there. And he also brought 2 units of these, I think, British axemen is how you'd say it. And then for his cavalry, he brought 4 units of these Tsar's Guard, and then 1 General's Bodyguard unit. And now these Tsar's Guard are actually really, they're pretty cool looking. They're also a really good cavalry unit. They're meant, obviously their name implies the fact that they're meant to guard the Russian Tsar, the Russian leader. So they're going to be a very tough unit, and they're going to be dangerous on the battlefield. And I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I'm still pretty new to this game, so I'm not entirely sure like the different stats and stuff like that for different units. So he definitely beats me in the cav fight, and it's close in this battle when the cav fight is. but he does win the Cav fight, and I don't know. He does get a pretty good charge on me at one point though, so I don't know if that is why he ends up winning the Cav fight or not. So I'm not really sure how my Knights Hospitaller would like match up against them, just like on a one-on-one flat ground fight. But in any case, let's get this battle going, and so you can actually see some action instead of just listening to me the whole time. I'm gonna fast forward here a little because it's a little bit of just maneuvering at first. Because I'm new, you know, I'm gonna take the high ground. That's why I deployed up on the hill instead of, you know, on the more flat open ground or whatever. Just because I figured I'd need every advantage I could get. Alright, so we're starting to be in range now, and the skirmish fight's going to start here any moment. What's funny is, until I watched the replay, I had no idea he even brought these musketeers. I thought I was only fighting these dismounted Devore, and so it was kind of funny when I went back to watch the replay, and I was like, oh, he also brought musketeers. Because
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
Because I knew that England had really good, at least I had heard that England had really good archers, and so I was wondering why, and I understood that, you know, the Devore might have a little bit better defense than my archers do, because they have armor on, but I figured that my guys would probably have at least a little bit higher attack or something, and so as this battle progresses, you're going to see that my skirmishers start to die really quickly, and at the time that when I was playing the battle, I was kind of wondering about that. I was like, why are my skirmishers dying so fast? And I guess the added effect of having 2 units of musketeers probably helps. And I you know, didn't even realize were there, because this means he actually, you know, outnumbers me in skirmishers, and which would make sense why then my skirmishers might be dying a little bit faster than I expected them to. It's like these guys are already down to 34, but these guys are yeoman archers, so they're not quite as good as these retinue longbowmen. These guys are down to 41 though, so I mean, my skirmishers are, you know, taking a beating. I'm definitely killing some of his though too. These guys are, you know, 49, 53, but he's losing less than I am, and that's what I was wondering about. These musketeers just might be the answer. So in any case, I see that I'm very quickly losing skirmishers, so I'm going to split up my cav force and move them to the flanks here in the hopes that maybe I can get into his archers. But he's going to match me cav for cav, because I moved 2 units of Knights Hospitaller over here, so he moves 2 units of Tsar's Guard on his left flank, and then I move 2 units of Knights Hospitaller and my General's Bodyguard over here, and so he matches exactly with 2 units of his Tsar's Guard and his General's Bodyguard. So we brought the same amount of cav, and I honestly think the Tsar's Guard are just a little bit better. They seem to do just a little bit better on the charge as well as in the melee fight, but I don't know. Couldn't tell you exactly, because like I said, I'm still new enough that I'm unfamiliar with the exact stats of units. In any case, here's the first real melee fight of the battle. So these guys kind of get caught up on this unit, and which slows them down, and so these Tsar's Guard are going to get a really nice charge in on these Knights Hospitaller. Actually, none of these General's Bodyguard are. I kind of wondered why this General's Bodyguard actually was able to beat this Knights Hospitaller. That's why. It's because they got caught up on that Tsar's Guard, and then which stopped them up, and then they got an amazing charge. Alright, now we're also clashing on this flank. I'm going to send this unit of dismounted English Knights to support my cav here, because I can see very quickly I'm losing this fight, so at the time I didn't quite see what's going on, because, you know, you're having to watch the entire battlefield, so I can't, like, at the time I wasn't able to focus on just, like, one area or another. But in any case, his general's bodyguard is now attacking my archers, and I am going to start focus firing on his general's bodyguard, but he's going to do some damage to my archers in the meantime. Now our infantry is engaging. I am gonna, in a good number of places, gonna chew through his infantry nicely. Because, like, here it's 3 units against 1, and then it's gonna be 3 units against 2. He is bringing up some archers, but whereas here, you know, it's still like a one-on-one, and then here he actually is he's gonna win in the center, whereas I'm kind of like gonna win on the flanks. Like here, you know, these 2 units are just chewing through this unit here as they're almost gone, but he has these Birdie Saxon, which are a really good unit, I found out. It ends up being a really close battle, which made it a really fun battle, that's for sure.
St. George protect us. Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
This is when things start to go a little bit bad for me. Like, my general dies, and I've lost half my men. And this is kind of where he starts to win on the center. He brought these British axemen in, and these guys were already down, had lost a whole bunch of men. So he's winning in the center, whereas these guys have now cleaned up. I don't think I noticed that though, because they just kind of sit there for a while. And he has won the cav fight.
They have lost half their men.
And so he doesn't have much cav left, but he has enough that he can kind of roam the battlefield and do whatever he wants with them. So he's going to charge these guys. I have 3 knights survived this fight, and so I'm going to charge them into these archers just to try to get some damage, and also just to distract these guys from killing my own men, because they've been both his musketeers and his archers have been firing into my troops this whole time. And here's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, these units of dismounted before, they're out of ammo, and so he's sending them in at my troops, which at the time is just what he needs. And I have just enough troops left that maybe if it was just his infantry, I might be able to win. But now these archers are just good enough in melee that my depleted units are actually being killed quite quickly by them. And there they go. I'm being routed in the center. I've won on this flank, but here comes some archers here. They're dismounted Devore, and then he's pretty much won on my right, but his left flank and in the center, and so now he can finish crushing these guys. And as you can see, I'm trying to waver here too. And so Russia's actually a pretty decent faction, actually, and it's kind of nice that they have these archers that, I mean, like I said before, you wouldn't want to use them as infantry, but they're, you know, decent enough in a melee fight that they can actually win the battle for you if you need them. And that kind of final push there. And I'm sure the fact that they fight with the axes and stuff like that gives them a little bit higher melee attack.
We've been beaten by our foe.
And at this point I admit defeat, because I pretty much just have archers left, so. Anyways, it was a really close battle, and it was a really fun battle because of that, and it was the first kind of like real battle I fought, and so I wasn't surprised that I lost, but the fact that it was, at least a decently close battle made it all the more fun in any case. So we used to play the same exact amount of men, 1,081. I lost a few more though. I lost 932 and he lost 694. I had 149 remaining. He had 387 remaining. And then I killed 801 enemies and he killed 888. And I think, well, nah, I won't show the battle statistics. There wasn't really any one unit that was spectacular in this battle, but in any case, I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys later by bringing you some more medieval content here. In any case, see ya.